Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. Guys, today I'm just in that mode, man. I really want to give y'all some game to really change somebody's life. Because I'm aware that, 40 pounds, upwards to like 60 pounds, life-changing weight. I'm talking about I've been blessed with the opportunity to be able to help coaching clients drop 40, 50, 60, 100 plus pounds. And it's right around that 40 to 60 range where it's just like, wow, you can see a significant transformation, both physically with how they look in their clothes. You know what I'm saying? You see it with their confidence. You see it with their life. They just talk about how their life just gets so much better in their career, with their love life, their relationships with their kids. And so I'm about to give y'all some game today. Some of my coaching clients might be a little mad at me for sharing this much game with y'all today, man. But, let me deal with them. I'm about to give y'all the game. Okay? All right, let's get it in. So the first thing is this. If you want to drop your next 40 plus pounds, you got to stop doing the restrictive diets. Like, I've been doing this now over 15 years. And what I noticed that holds most people back is they're either trying to do some keto diet where they're giving up bread when they know they love eating bread, or they love eating, carbs from time to time, or they doing the vegan diet where they're not eating any meat. They doing the zero sugar diet, the detox diet, the I'm not gonna eat for a day or two diet, all these different restrictive diets. Guys, it's not to say that these diets you can't lose weight, but the issue is most folks can't keep the weight off. It don't take a rocket scientist to know that you got to eat less to lose weight. The issue that I see from the people that I work with, most people have a hard time keeping it off. They've done the different meal plans. They've done the different weight loss routines. One person that comes to mind inside my coaching program is April Wilson. She reached out to me a couple of months back, about 6-7 months ago. And, she had reached out to me because she's seen one of my other coaching clients named over 100 pounds now. At that time, when she saw Ann, messed up connection. Anyway, that's technology for you. But anyway, Ann was down about 50 pounds at the time. And Ann and, April, they're kind of like colleagues. They work among each other in the postal office. And so she hadn't seen Ann in a while. But then when she seen how much weight Ann had dropped at that time about 50 pounds. And April had been struggling for years, y'all. Not months, not days, not weeks, years to lose weight. She had been trying the Weight Watchers and the Atkins and all the keto and all these types of things. And she'd lose a little bit, true enough, but she couldn't keep that weight off. It would always come back. And if you've ever been through that, or if you know somebody who has, it's extremely frustrating. It's embarrassing. And it's disappointing too, man, because it's like, damn, that can almost throw a person into a depression because you know what you used to look like. It's almost like being a millionaire at one point. Everybody see that you got all this goodness gracious around you. Big house, nice car, traveling, doing everything. And then you lose everything. Imagine how you're going to feel if you go through that. Same thing happens when somebody go from losing 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds to gaining all the weight back. And so that's no good. That's what April was going through. And so April jumped inside the coaching program. We started working together. 5 months in, y'all. 5 months in, April dropped 50. April still going today. She about to drop 70. She just shy of 70 pounds. She just hit me up inside the coaching app. And so, guys, listen. It's not about restriction, because restriction can help you lose temporary weight. But if you don't have something that is sustainable to lose the weight and keep it off, the weight is always going to come back. This is why I talk so much about building a healthy relationship with food. If the eating habits that you have right now are not sustainable, okay, what's going to happen when you stop doing those eating habits? Yes, that big old ass stomach is going to come back. If you're not happy with how your body is looking right now, if you're overweight, you're out of shape, you're tired all the time, it's because it's a result of the eating habits that you've had up to this point. Okay? That's all it is. It don't have nothing to do with your genetics, don't have nothing to do with your age, none of that. You have to change something about your eating habits, guys. Okay? Like, stop listening to all these snowflake trainers on social media. Some of them just got a weekend certification. Some of them just lost a little bit of weight eating chicken and broccoli every day. Who wants to eat chicken and broccoli every day? You hear trainers telling you got to eat chicken and broccoli, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay, what else you go eat? What you gonna do when you get tired of eating chicken and broccoli? You telling me I got to eat that for the rest of my life every day? Hell no, you're not gonna do it. You go fall off because you go get tired of eating chicken and broccoli. You go get tired of eating salads every day. And you're gonna get bored. And then when that boredom comes in, what your ass start eating? Man, I'm about to go to Chick-fil-A today. It ain't gonna be that bad. Man, let me just go to Chipotle. You know, it's been a minute since I've had me a pizza. Let me get me a pizza. It's been a minute since I've had me some wine. Let me drink me a little bit more wine. And then the weight coming right on back. See what I'm saying? It's not sustainable. And so why not just build a healthy relationship with food? And I know a lot of y'all hear me say this. What does building a healthy relationship with food looks like? That looks like understanding the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time you eat healthy and clean. The other 20%, you can still enjoy yourself, man. Like, guys, I talk about this all the time. I still drink old fashioned. I still eat Waffle House, down South Georgia boy. I still eat Shake Shack. I like burgers and fries. I still eat tacos. I go to Velvet Taco. I still eat red velvet cake. I eat these things, guys. I'm not hiding. There's plenty of trainers out there that would never tell you guys these types of things. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. They will never tell you. And you find yourself feeling like you doing something wrong because they not telling you that they actually still eat these foods too. And so you don't have to sell your soul to the chicken and broccoli diet. You don't have to cut out carbs. Guys, fruits and vegetables are carbs. You go cut them out too? You don't have to cut out red meat. Red meat is not healthy. It's healthy. The issue is most people are not eating quality meat. If you're not eating high quality red meat, yes, you'll start having high triglyceride levels and health issues, heart issues because of the quality of the red meat that you're eating. If you're eating burgers all the time from Shake Shack and McDonald's and Burger King, of course you're going to end up having high blood pressure and having strokes. But if you eat red meat from, let's say, 93% lean red meat, beef, Kobe beef, you know what I'm saying, sirloin beef, and you cook it at the house, that way you know what ingredients is actually going into that meat. You know what I'm saying? You know what seasonings you putting on there. You know if you sauteing it or air frying it or however you doing it. It ain't all those extra additives. It's not processed. These are the issues. These are the things that most people are not aware of. And a lot of trainers who really don't know shit about nutrition be telling y'all and fear-mongering y'all, when in reality, you just need to understand the difference between value-based eating and pleasure-based eating. Let me give you an example. Value-based eating, you're eating foods that give you energy. You're eating whole foods. You're eating foods that are going to make you feel good and help you lean out. Pleasure-based eating, Oreos, cookies, ice cream, burgers, fast food. It's pleasure-based. That needs to be only 20% of your diet. 20%. Most folks, that is 80% of your diet. And you wonder why you can't lose weight because you're drinking Simply Lemonade, sweet teas, eating burgers and eating fast food. 80% of your diet. Guys, it's going to be extremely hard to lose weight that way. Extremely hard. But if you do the way I'm teaching you right now, this is how folks like my coaching client, April, down over 60 pounds. And it ain't even been close to a year yet. Okay? And so that's the first thing you got to stop doing. Stop following restrictive diets. They do not last long term. And most people who follow me, this ain't your first rodeo at trying to lose weight. You lost again, and gained it back again. Ain't you tired of doing that? Ain't you tired of having to re-lose the weight again? Ain't you tired of your clothes not fitting again? Ain't you tired of looking at photos and being like, damn, I gotta get back in the gym again? Why not just do something that's sustainable? That way you never have to deal with it again. That's what I'm all about. That's what I help my coaching clients out with. Okay? And so that's number one. You can't treat this stuff like a meal plan. Most folks, I see some people who come to me, they like, and I get it. You want a meal plan. You want something that's simple. But what I teach my coaching members when they join is, hey, I'm giving you what to do, but I'm showing you why this works and how to make it fit for you and your lifestyle. When you get this, guys, this is how you lose weight and never have weight problems again. Okay? And I have coaching clients in my program like Ashley. She done lost like 40-some pounds, and her kids done lost 10 pounds each because she knows it so well now. She's teaching it to her kids. Some of y'all got kids and family members who need to lose weight. Learn it, and so you can share it. Okay? So that's the first thing. Second thing, you have to stop working out and start training. Here's what I mean. Have you ever just seen somebody at the gym while you're at the gym, and they just kind of like, they just trying to feel their way out in the gym? You can tell they don't really know what they're doing, but they're just trying to do something. They're looking at the machine. They're like, what did he do right here? Let me try to do this a couple of times. And then they looking crazy on the machine. God, that's no good. And then you see the other folks who just go to the gym and they've been working out for months and sometimes years, but they don't look like they work out. Like some of y'all, that might be your ass. It's okay if it is. I'm proud of you for actually still trying. But at some point, wouldn't you like to get a result for the time and effort that you're putting in? The issue with working out is it doesn't compound. Okay? For all my folks who understand investing, you have compounded interest. All right? When you are just working out, it's just a one-off. You feel a little proud of yourself that you did something. These are the folks who be like, I did my best. I just can't lose the weight. I did my best. Well, as a coach, what I've learned, guys, the people who do their best don't always win. That's the ugly truth. The people who do what is required are the people who win. Okay? I'm just being straight up and no BS with y'all. I'm hoping I could be that way. Because obviously them snowflake trainers, all them other snowflake trainers y'all been following, they ain't getting the job. Here's the thing. If you're just working out and you don't have a plan, you're planning to fail. Okay? You have to have a plan. So we switch from working out to training. What does training look like? Training looks like you knowing exactly what exercises you need to do when you hit the gym. You knowing exactly how many reps, how much rest time, how many sets you're going to do of these exercises, right? How much cardio are you going to do? What type of cardio are you going to do? And when you start training, you start noticing that you make improvements on a weekly basis because you have a foundation. You know what you're doing. You see how you're getting stronger with certain exercises versus just working out and you switching it up every time you work out. How can you make progress doing that if you're always switching it up and trying to shock your muscles? I'm about to give y'all a secret. I'm about to give y'all some of y'all a secret. Some of y'all don't even know this. Have you ever heard of you got to confuse your muscles? Woo, I'm about to give y'all some game. They about to make somebody's mind just go crazy. Guys, do y'all know that your muscles do not get confused? Y'all know that? Some of y'all don't know that. Because I know there's a lot of people who think they need to go to the gym and change up the exercise all the time because it shocks their muscles and so they don't hit a plateau. Guys, I'm going to be real with you. One of the biggest reasons I talk the way I'm just like blunt is because most of these trainers be hiding shit. Okay? They're very sophisticated. There's a lot of great marketers in the fitness industry. It is. I get it. And there was a company at one point, I'm not going to say the name of the company, but one of the biggest things that they did was they called it muscle confusion. And it was very, very believable. Even to the point where back then I believed the shit. Because I wasn't that far along in my career yet. But They said the reason that people can't lose weight is because they're not confusing their muscles. And you got to do this workout like this right here to confuse your muscles. And when you confuse your muscles, you start losing more weight. Guys, when I went to Georgia State University and studied nutrition and exercise science, I ain't hear about none of that shit. I'm like, well, what about the confusing the muscles part? I ain't hear about none of that because it's not a thing. Guys, our muscles are not dumb. All right? Our body is not dumb. It's very sophisticated. Okay? And so what do our muscles respond to? Tension, meaning how much weight are you using? How much pressure you putting on your muscles to develop? So if you at home lifting them little ass 5, 10-pound dumbbells, wondering why your body not tightening and toning, that's why. You're not adding enough tension. Time, that's the other thing. Tension and time. They call this the Tut rule, guys. Time under tension, okay? Time under tension. That means when you're doing the exercise, let's say you're doing bench press, you can't be going fast as hell. If you're going too fast, you got the tension, but you speeding through the exercise. So now there's low time. That's why you need to go slowly. Oh, man, I'm giving y'all too much cane. God, dog. Giving y'all way too much sauce right now. When you do this, guys, this is how you get better results in less time. A lot of people would think that I go to the gym and I'm in there for hours. Guys, I'm only in the gym for like 30, 35 minutes. Sometimes less than 30 minutes. Because I understand how to lift in a way where I can get the benefits that I need in a shorter time frame if I'm just doing lifting. Now, if I'm doing lifting plus cardio, I'm going to be in there a little bit longer. But, guys, this is very important to understand. Because if you're always switching up the exercises that you're doing every other workout, how can you progress yourself? Because you're always changing what you're doing. You can't progress. It's going to be hard because it's an inconsistent routine because you're just working out. That's why you have to switch to training, okay? And you have to know what to do. One of my coaching clients, Brandon Dix, he's been in my coaching program probably about 7, 8 months, something like that now. And I remember when he first joined, he was having a hard time with knowing what to do in the gym. And, I was talking to him on a client success story. I do these client success story interviews and I put them on YouTube. Y'all can go over my YouTube and find it. But he was talking about how he didn't realize it, but it was stressful going to the gym not knowing what to do. It's really stressful because you in there and you don't really want to waste your time, but you like, I need to do something. And you know what I'm saying? You just don't know. And you don't know if you're pushing yourself hard enough. You don't know if you need to be going harder. You know what I'm saying? These are the types of things that people be going through. But long story short, we started working together. We still working together. And he's down over 50 pounds. Brandon is down, I think like 54, 56 pounds now. And he had tried the Weight Watchers. He had tried the other weight loss programs, the Atkins, the fasting, and all these different things, guys. Like, the whole thing is it's about building the right habits and having the right routines that support your lifestyle. Like, when you're just working out, guys, it's going to be hard to continue to see progress week after week, month after month, okay? And so that's number 2. Number 3, this is very, very important. Your environment shapes your beliefs and your future. All right, I know it's gonna sound a little woo-woo, y'all, but this is very, very, very important, man. Okay, a lot of people they start this weight loss journey, and they find themselves seeing a little bit of progress, but they have people around them who don't necessarily support and encourage them. Have you ever met somebody, or maybe you was on your journey and you noticed that folks started shaming you while you started losing weight? Oh, don't lose too much weight. You gonna look sick. I don't lose too much weight. Like, why you going to the gym all the time? Oh, you eating all that healthy food. You think you better than everybody else? I'm telling you, some of y'all don't even know this. Wait until you lose quite a few pounds. All right. Some of y'all haven't lost enough weight to see that people start talking like this to you. You even notice that some folks start envying you, throwing shade. Oh, you still doing that little workout thing? Oh, I see you still going. And so I got a coaching client named Ann who I talked about earlier. Guys, Ann is down over 100 pounds. She's down like 104 pounds now. And, what was crazy is she was so close to not joining when we initially spoke. But I knew I could help her after just having a conversation where I was like, listen, I don't take on folks who I don't know that I can help. Like, not believe that I can help, know that I can help. All right? That's very different. That's one that's not confident, one that's 100% confident. Okay? And I knew I could help her. And so, she joined. Fast forward, about a year in, she dropped about 80, 85 pounds, something like that. And a little over a year now, she's down 104 pounds. And now it's a whole different story. She's telling me about how people at her church and, people, she did some type of weight loss surgery for sure. She definitely did some type of Ozempic, you know what I'm saying? And it feels some kind of way. It make you feel bad because you're like, man, I'm putting in all this motherfucking work. I'm putting in all this effort. I remember I had times where me and Ann jumped on calls and she was like, why do people treat me like this? And I'm taking care of myself. It's crazy. Because when you're in the wrong environment, the things that you're doing and the things that you say, it's going to sound like you bragging. It's going to make other people feel uncomfortable. This ain't just in fitness. This is in life. You can start developing a really good relationship and get married or something. And some of the people who quote unquote might be your friends, they start hating on your ass. You can start building a business, start making some money. And things start popping off on social media. And you notice some of your quote unquote friends, they don't really call you as much no more. They don't really come around as much no more. You're like, damn, what happened? We used to talk almost every week. We used to hang out almost every week. Guys, this happens to me too. This is not just, Ann. This is like a lot of people. Because your success will make other people feel uncomfortable. I remember when I was at the gym, I used to love doing in-person training, but I felt like I had outgrew in-person training because I wanted to help way more people. I wanted to help thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. But when I was training people at the gym out here in Buckhead, Atlanta, I could only train 10, 12 people at a time. And as I started to, manifest how I wanted my life to be, being an online coach and helping people all over the world and all over the United States, there were certain people that would be like, oh, how that little online thing going? Oh, when you go get your Corvette, you still go get your Corvette? How you still posting your little content? You know what I'm saying? Both be throwing a little shade. But get what happened? When your boy finally figured this shit out, pulled up in that vet, everybody got quiet. Didn't nobody want to talk no more. So you got folks who don't believe in you right now. You done probably tried to say, yeah, I'm about to get on my weight loss journey. I'm about to drop my 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds, whatever it is. And people are going to they're either going to say, nah, you said that before. You ain't going to do it. And if you don't do it, they just made an accurate assessment about your ass. They didn't believe in you. All right? Or you can prove them wrong. Or you can prove them wrong. Because you don't need their validation, guys. Guys, the only validation you need is your own. And you validate yourself by your daily habits. You show up every day and you taking care of yourself. Everybody look at working out like this shit some kind of, that's what fitness people do. That's what bodybuilders do. No, working out is a form of self-love. Some folks be going through mental health challenges and stressing all the time, depression and ruts all the time. You take your ass to the gym. There's plenty of days I don't feel like working out. But I go to the gym and after I finish working out, I feel way better. Most people won't know that unless they're in an environment where other people already understand these things and be like, hey man, it's good, dog. Like we go through the same thing. go ahead. Sound like you need your workout. But if you're in the wrong environment, they gonna be like, man, just go to sleep, man. Bro, just go to sleep. Man, just eat a honey bun. Man, let me get this bill right here. Man, it sound like you need a drink, man. You wanna go to the bar and go get a drink? Wrong environment. But when you're in the right environment, people speak life into you. They push you. You see what I'm saying? I got inside my coaching program, we have the Lions Den community. We got 70 plus people in there. And we all support each other. We hold each other accountable. We be posting our meals, posting when we're working out. shit like that. Imagine having that. Like, when you're in the wrong environment, it's like trying to plant a seed in dry soil that just doesn't have, any room for growth. But when you plant the seed in the right environment, it all of a sudden just start magically growing. It just start growing into a tree, growing into a rose, growing into a sunflower, whatever it is. A lot of y'all have so much potential, but you're just in the wrong environment. You don't have anyone to hold you accountable. You know what you need to do, but it's easy for you not to do it because nobody's watching. You know you want to look better, you want to feel better, but deep down you ain't told nobody else. And so if you fail and it don't work, it's like nothing ever happened. But if you invest in a coach or a mentor or whatever, and you tell them, man, this is why I want this, man. I got a little better for my kids, man. I want to be a positive role model and example for my kids. Man, I got this career, man. I want to, take it to the next level of my career, but I need more energy. I want to be able to enjoy life, coach. And I'm talking about things that I know people be telling me as a coach, because these are the things I understand motivate my coaching clients. They want to travel the world, whatever it is. How you gonna be making all this money, becoming all successful, but you can't truly enjoy it the way you want to because the weight is holding you back. You're always tired. You got all this money, but you can't even wear the clothes that you truly want to wear because you're like, it ain't gonna look right on me. I gotta wear something bigger so people won't see it. I don't really want to go out like that go out right now, hang out with folks, cause I don't want to take no photo. Don't take no photo of me. Let me take the photo from the side. Suck your stomach in. No good. You ain't got to live life like that. And so how do we change that? You just got to get in the right environment. And understanding that getting in the right environment can feel uncomfortable in the beginning because there's going to be people a little bit further ahead than you, which is actually a good thing, though, because now you see that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just do what you see everybody else doing. And by default, you're going to start seeing that same type of success. You see it time and time again with people who making money, people who in great relationships, people who losing weight. They start hanging around like-minded people. That way, what they're doing doesn't sound foreign. It don't sound like they bragging. This is how you drop 40, 50, 60 plus pounds. And it don't have to take a long time, y'all. 6 months. I got coaching clients dropping 40, 50, 60 pounds in 6 months. It don't have to take years. Some folks been struggling for years to drop 20, 30 pounds. God, go ahead and get the damn weight off so you can start living your life. So you can start traveling. So you can start wearing the clothes you want to wear. So you can start being an example for your kids. They ain't going to be kids forever. And so you better get your shit together. All right? And so anyway, hopefully y'all find this podcast helpful. These are the things you need to start doing to be able to drop 40 plus pounds. Okay? These are the things you need to do if you want to drop this weight and keep the weight off. No more restrictive diets. Stop just working out. Start training. And put yourself in the right environment. All right? We out of here. Let's go. Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information. And I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.